reproduce the labor force at that price. Now why? Why is it that people can live in China on 1/3 and in Cape Town they can't? So there are a lot of reasons here, which already and in fact, this is interesting because Charles was involved in this discussion at a very early stage. So one of Charles's economic routes, I think, was a Kaletskian route. So Charles raised this issue, and he said that the route to South Africa was to lower wage costs, not lower wages, but lower wage costs, and I think he was right. So take an example. In China, if you're going to work in your clothing factory, you probably get there on your own bicycle, or maybe you live next to the factory, or maybe you're sleeping in an apartment just around the corner or something. But a South African going to work at a clothing factory will typically spend an hour and a half, 2 hours commuting, and the cost of getting to the clothing factory, the transport cost will be about 70 to 80% of what a Chinese clothing worker would earn. And that's an apartheid-created issue where people have been, their housing has been located far from the urban areas, far from town, etc., where we haven't put any money into public transport, etc., etc. So there are a variety of costs of reproduction of labor, if you like, which are much higher in South Africa than they are elsewhere. Transport costs is one, food costs is another. Poor education activity is a third. And location of people away from work positions and whatever is a key issue. So many South Africans spend 2.5 hours commuting to work each day and spend maybe 30% of their wage alone on their commuting costs. There's just one, and that's one aspect of what apartheid has done to the geography of the country. So a